Hi there, welcome. This is Mrs. Baxley, and I'm going to try and help you understand the activity series worksheet a little bit better and the most important information I'd like you to get from it. First, I want us to look at letter F on that worksheet, and I'm going to give you a real-life example of what's happening in this particular reaction. Now, you'll notice that it's showing copper 2+ ions in this solution, and it's showing an aluminum strip inside this beaker. Now, in real life, the copper doesn't exist by itself, the copper ions. It's formed because of a copper salt that dissolved. So this could be copper chloride, in which case you would also have chloride ions in the beaker. Or it could be copper nitrate, in which you would have nitrate ions in the beaker. Or it could have another anion. And the interesting thing with this is these anions are not part of the reaction. So they're called spectator ions. So the very first question in here is the most confusing question in the entire worksheet. But what they're asking is, could sodium have reacted with copper? So could there be sodium ions in this beaker as well as copper ions? Well, sodium cannot combine with copper. So when it dissociates, you could not have sodium ions that came from a compound with copper. But you could have nitrate ions that came from a compound with copper. So the answer to the first question is that it is possible that you had nitrate ions as spectator ions, but you could not have had sodium ions as spectator ions. Now, the next thing I want us to consider is, in real life, what would really happen if we put a strip of aluminum in a copper chloride solution? So we have copper ions and chloride ions in the solution. And as you watch, we actually tried this in class.